Hello, my name is Mr. John Foden Shuddies. Guess what happened to me last week? If you want to hear, I'll tell you anyway. You might be quite surprised. Do you know when you get set up, and probably people want to get up on a psycho ward? We don't want to go where they are, do we? Probably want to see if you're psychiatric. Listen to this. You'll be bewildered. Anyway, so I'm in this, having a small attack in Manchester, by the way. Sure do. They try and scare me to go down. After thinking, they won't let me leave, even with signing a piece of paper. They say you have to go in the ambulance. Now, no one wants to go in an ambulance. For a start, people need help. As you can hear, someone's getting help right now. That's if they are. Everyone has an opinion. A lot of people are poorly, and it's fact. What about the weather? Cold. People need help. People always need help. And as well as that, people can catch the flu. Remember, it is about. People can still die of the flu. Everybody does, probably, every October. It's a shame and it's not fair. Then when they get to hospital, what injection are they given? We never know. I will tell you one thing. When I was in Manchester last week, I was poorly. And guess what? What happened was, first they wanted me to get the ambulance. I wouldn't get in the ambulance. But they also tried to scare me by taking me in a lift. 2 to 3 down in a basement. You would be scared, wouldn't you? Not me. Remember, I'm protected. And as well as that, then guess what they tried? Something else. You'd be bewildered. The guy says there's no way out of here. But that's a pack of lies. Because if the ambulance can get out, so can I. He just wanted to see if I'd hit him. But remember, I've got common sense, and then again, if I was psychiatric, I would have hit him and be scared stiff. I'm not psychiatric, and I'm not scared. Just like that then. You really can't go past. He wanted me to move fast and hit him. Do you know what? It didn't happen. Fact, not theory. Now you can remember, if I would have hit him, classed as psychiatric, probably would have forced me here, there and everywhere. They wanted me to get in the ambulance, I wouldn't get in. But do you know something? After a long period, I'm thinking about other people more than myself. I went in the ambulance. Remember, I'm protected. And do you know something? He says I get in the ambulance with you. Anyway, after a long period of time, they just thought they could scare me, which didn't really happen. I went in this ambulance. The lady took a long time with her notes on purpose. Remember, it was a long discussion. All I wanted to do was sign a piece of paper and get out. If the hospitals really want to help people, why aren't they letting me sign a piece of paper and getting out? You think common sense, that's what they do. Anyway, they wanted to take blood pressure and all this. All I wanted to do was get rid and get out. Why wait 15 hours in an hospital and get told to go home? There's no cure for epilepsy. You can only get help by tablets. You know what I mean? Fact is fact. You probably saw something back in the background. Damn, it was a light. That light should have been switched on. I should have realised I'm nobody's fool. What you should know, and what everyone knows, if you sign a piece of paper, bingo, you can leave. Why? If this virus is really bad, they'd be looking after other people who need help. There is a flu, and people are dying of the flu. Fact, not theory. Right? So obviously there's a virus, but it's a flu virus. Believe me if you don't, believe me if you... It's up to you. And when you go to hospital, what I want people to do, if people have died, notes can be altered, remember. I've had notes altered by Dr. Polke. You probably know. I mentioned it. Also, dates can be altered. So that means syringes, what put injections, can be altered. Why do you think people die? Why do doctors make mistakes? No one's perfect, not even the computer. So you think. All I'm trying to say is, they should have let me go. They tried to scare me, putting me in a 2 to 3 deep basement. They thought they had me win, but remember, I'm not scared. If I was scared, I wouldn't be put in there. You just got to remember one thing. Never let anyone scare you. You tell me, would you go 3 deep into a basement? 2 to 3 deep. And would you, as well as that, go in an ambulance, even when you don't want to? Remember, they thought me I'd do both ways. They didn't. And guess what? Most people would have been scared. Remember, if you were psychiatric, you would have smacked him and ended up in a psycho ward. Really, it's not funny because people like that. It's a shame. And really, they fed happy pills and people make money. I'm not bothered what I say. Fact is fact. But then again, hurt me, people, the high up people, what's going to happen to them? You saw what happened to Gary and Janet. I don't make lies, and I've got no need to make lies. But I will tell you some people out there. What comes around comes around. Everyone knows it. Just, you think you're a good person, you'll be getting good luck. I can gather my friends out right now. All I want you to do, people working for the NHS, make sure you give them right injections and notes not altered. I got several notes altered. I've even got told I'm the youngest when I'm the oldest person. Didn't know that, did you? Just shows you. People like to do things. People like to say things. But listen, I'm nobody's fool. Anyway, forget me nattering on. You look after yourself, and remember, I don't fall for no tricks, and that's because I'm not psychiatric. Or else I would have hit that guy. I wouldn't have got in the ambulance to prove a point. And do you know what? The ambulance there was about an hour. How many people could have helped? About 2. You think? Well, 1.5. People need help. I don't. You take care. Get back to you next time. Good luck and good karma to the nice people. Remember, people need help. I don't. I think you've gathered that. She wouldn't have cancelled the appointment in the first place. The lady who was going to put me on one of them wards. You work it out. I'm nobody's fool. Hope people wake up, don't you? And no one knows they're altered. If they are altered, do you realise it's a criminal offence? I could get people done for what they've done to me. You think about it. Good luck and good karma.